booties for black girl nerds.
I wanted to be down with the curry, so I brought me a little bit of Appleton just so I could be a little bit down, but not too much down in the
I love that. I literally just said to him, I was like, I can't wait to open up some champagne later. So that's awesome.
You guys earned it. This was so fun. I didn't want to watch any trailers or anything. I just saw Stephen and Ayesha Curry and was like, I'm in. I don't even care what they're talking about. I want to talk to them. And this show is so funny and just organically funny and unintentionally funny. Ayesha, beginning with you, are the Currys known in these streets to be the party people when it comes to having a good time?
You know what? It's ironic because people always come into this situation like expecting one thing and then they always leave having the best time. So I think we really do bring the fun when it comes to like creating a safe environment for people to enjoy themselves. So yeah, I think so.
Yeah, you guys are great at it. Steph, you are behind the bar. I'm shocked. Of course, you're not going to miss anything back there. I'm sure you're getting down with the cocktails. Is cocktail making, mixology a passion of yours when you're not on the court? Is that something you naturally enjoy?
Yeah, I'm still learning, and I think that was the best part of getting on this show and playing my role. You know, I got the guests, special drink that they want, so I can make sure that the cups were never empty, and then that spilled over to making sure my home collection is nice. So it's a work in progress. I got inspired by some of the drink requests on the show, but yeah, I'm working on my badge and my bartender badge for the crib.
I have faith in you for sure. Ayesha, I've watched you cook, you excel at that. You're a wonderful host, but hosting a game show is a whole nother ball game, and you're good at that as well. It's the cadence, it's the energy and all that. What is the key to nailing the game show cadence? Because you are really, really good at it.
Goodness, thank you so much. I think for me, I didn't set any expectations for myself. So I went into it with a lot of nerves, but also the intention to just make sure I was having fun while I was doing it and to be as vulnerable as possible. So that's
I love that, because just the two of you together, when I've seen interviews and things, it's always a good time, but this is like a special kind of symmetry. It just works so well on camera. For you, Steph, I loved all the contestants that you guys picked to participate with you. Who did you have to coax to do it? Because you got them doing some really fun stuff during the show, and it's not for the shy.
Yeah, between my teammates, Draymond and Andre and Damian Lee, Andre was the one that I knew had the most depth and commentary to share with the world, but he was the toughest ass because he's kind of reserved and he knows where his circle is. But when we got him on the couch with his wife, it was
good to go.
It was like he was waiting for this moment, and he gave us everything. So. I appreciate the Iguodala's, showing up, and they competed hard for sure.
Mm-hmm. Usually when famous people start a game show, it's about them. But in this case, you guys wonderfully turn the energy back on the contestants and they make the show. You guys are like a good kind of like a catalyst for all these fun personalities. Was this something you had been wanting to do for a while? Because I mean, it's the same type of thing. You're a wonderful catalyst for food and decor and all the things that you do, Ayesha. How did this even come to be?
Absolutely. We love getting people together and again, creating that safe environment. And I think given the times that we're living in right now, everything's so stressful and sad. And it was nice to just, get couples together, share how beautiful and funny relationships can be, kind of show how strong relationships are, and to just make, being together cool again. I feel like there's so many stigmas. So I wanted to just for people to see how fun and relaxed and cool and awesome relationships can be.
Mm-hmm. Putting this together, there's a lot of moving parts, not just a set, but forming the questions, identifying the contestants. Steph, for you, how long did it take for this process to come together for you guys?
That was a little over a year, I think, from the time the idea was there to actually getting on set and shooting. And you complimented Ayesha's hosting skills, and she killed it and knocked it out the park. But she put in a lot of work and reps in terms of, just getting the atmosphere right and making sure that the guests would feel comfortable. And the questions were spicy. And we went back and forth on a lot of them. Even some of them, there's a part of the show where there was kind of some secret questions that even we didn't know. So, we want to make sure that, like I said, there's a safe space to have this conversation and let relationships thrive and share their journeys. But we wanted to try to dial up the spice a little bit to make it a little edgy. And that might be a little surprise from us, but we had a good time with it.
Mm-hmm. It's a little bit spicy, but it's still fun. It's still good natured. I didn't feel like you guys were trapping anybody into the answers. Everyone looked like they really had a good time.
Yeah.
When you look back when you get a chance to see the episodes and their completion, how did you react to the first episode that you saw?
It was like one of those like teardrop moments because you in the moment and you're filming the show and you feel you're like, is everybody that showed up happy? Is everybody comfortable? Did everyone have a good time? And then when you start to watch the edits and you watch it back and you realize how relaxed and happy and just like joyful everybody was on the show, was a big moment for me, because that's really all I wanted, was for people to come in and be, excited to be there and excited to play the game. And that's exactly what happened. So watching it back, I couldn't have been happier.
Mm-hmm. So you both excel in your respective lanes. We know that you're a wonderful basketball player, Ayesha, marvelous cook, decor, mother, all these wonderful things. What are you most proud of when you look at your wife there and this project that you guys birthed together?
You look at the resume, look at all the things that she's created, the team that she's built, on top of raising three amazing, kids that are watching everything that we do. And I think that's a big part of just the impact that we can have in terms of, using our God-given gifts and the platform that we've been given and we worked hard for. But to share that with our kids and share that with the world, and the way that she balances all of that, it's unbelievable. So just the growth from the days where we had little lights of mine out of our kitchens, and now hosting a game show on HBO Max under her production company. It's unreal, just the amount of growth while maintaining the sanctity of our family. So that's no easy feat.
Not at all. The best part of the show obviously are the question choices. Ayesha, what's a question that ended up on the cutting room floor? Maybe not even with the contestants, but ones when you were going through them, like, I don't know.
Well, there were many. there were a lot. There were some questions where I'm like, this doesn't make sense. There were some questions where I was like, I literally do not want anybody showing up and being uncomfortable. So I'm trying to pinpoint one. It feels like so far in the back of my mind now, but I think I vaguely remember there being a question about bodily functions or something, and we were just like, we're not talking about bodily functions.
And lastly, before we wrap it up, Steph, if there's a favorite question of yours that was asked during the show, whisper it to Ayesha now. I just want to see how she's going to react to a favorite question of yours that was asked during the show, because I can't even imagine what that would be.
I like this. I like this game.
Yeah. That's a good one.
Yeah. I don't know what episode it was, but it involved drawing different body parts.
It was a good one. That was the episode with your sister.
Oh, that's why.
Yeah. And Nisi and Jessica. Yes.
Well, that is awesome. Well, I appreciate the both of you for your time. This show is great. And it fits right in with your personalities. And I loved it a lot. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.
Take care.
Better shake your booties for black girl nerves. Better shake your booties for black girl nerves.